I think people want to compete for who is the most messed up in the head sometimes. I recently put out a video about the Charlie Kirk shooting, and I mentioned that Gen Xers and Boomers have this innocence about them because they grew up without the internet, and a lot of Gen Xers got very offended because they're like, well, I got PTSD. I'm desensitized. I'm messed up in the head. We watched Faces of Death. My specific quote was pertaining to the internet. My generation, millennials, we grew up with the internet, meaning we had it as a child when you could see everything and anything on the internet. Gen Xers didn't get it till they were in their later teens or early 20s, and especially the really messed up stuff. They weren't even looking at that stuff till they were basically a young adult. For the most part, if you were a younger Gen Xer and you saw that stuff as a child, I gotta give you credit, but for the most part, percentage-wise, they just didn't have it. Let's not dismiss those people who do still have that innocence about them, because I'm learning that, at least I'm getting the feeling that a lot of people don't take people seriously who haven't been through something hard, who haven't experienced pain in their life, who don't have PTSD, who aren't desensitized. And that's a terrible thing to do. Those people are vital to our society. They're oftentimes the voice of reason. I've known people in my life who were very desensitized, had PTSD, and when me and them got together, bad things happened. There was no voice of reason. I have now found a voice of reason in my life, and if you know somebody who's a voice of reason in your life, hold on to that person. Those people are precious. We shouldn't be looking at them like, oh, you haven't been through something, so you don't get to have an opinion. Let's not do that, please. The internet was unprecedented. There was nothing like it ever in the history of people. An experiment, if you will, where all the horrors, the horrible things that you can think of in your head are right there. And you can just view it. You can just look it up. You can talk to people that share your same warped opinions. You can look at terrible videos all day immediately, and it changes the chemistry of somebody's brain, especially as a child. That's my main point, especially as a child. I get it if you were Gen X and you were, maybe an older teenager or in your early 20s. That can definitely do some damage too, but especially for a child, the younger they start watching that stuff, the worse off they are. That's the point I was trying to make, and I think most people understood what I was saying. Let's not try to compete for who is the most traumatized or desensitized. It's not a competition you want to win.